Hey everybody, Theresa here, and welcome to the Citrus Twist YouTube channel. Today I am sharing a layout from my Life Crafted album with you. I'm using the July Chasing Curiosities Life Crafted kit. And so I knew first off that I wanted to use this geometric patterned paper. And I decided that to go along with this very geometric very lined pattern, that I wanted to contrast that with something that was more free-flowing and easygoing, and mixed media was my go-to to contrast next to all those angles. So I've just pulled a bit of plain white cardstock from my stash, and I'm using some of the Dr. P.H. Martin liquid watercolors with those. And so this is a really simple, quick, easy way to play with mixed media and get color down on your page without it being overcomplicated. I don't have to pull a lot of things out. I don't have to clean up a lot. I have two colors. I chose just two colors. It's crimson and the aqua, and I just have some little square bowls that I'm dropping a little bit of the color into. So I wanted to use some of the journaling cards from this kit to embellish the layout with, and so I decided that I would have one of the journaling cards at the top of the layout and one of the journaling cards at the lower left hand side. And so I'm using those as a guideline for where I want to put my color on the page. So I started at the top of the layout and then am allowing the color, the pigment, to move down the page into where the other journaling card is going to live. And so you can see that I put some of the color onto the page with my brush. I'm using a really big, chunky brush just to get color onto the page. And then I'm spraying it with a bit of water and moving the paper so that the colors run on the page a little bit. And then I lift some of that color back up with a paper towel. Now for the aqua, I decided to sprinkle some of the watercolor onto the paper, and then I'm going to just move some of those sprinkles around the page using my brush. Again, I'm not overly stressed about where the color is going. It's just a nice little background that softens the layout a little bit. And these splotches of color, they provide a little home base, what I call a home base, for the embellishments that are going on this page. And I'm just going to sprinkle a few more of the dots here and lift up a bit more pigment with my paper towel. And then let that dry for just a little bit. I'm also just going to clean up my desk a little bit so that I don't have any unfortunate spills. And then we'll jump into the rest of the process video. So I have a photo here from a date night from the month of June, a couple of weeks ago, I guess. And so I printed a photo. It's just at 3 by 3 inches and have a white border around the photo. And then I really wanted to use this rainbow card, and I stamped one of the word art. The stamp set that I'm using is the Best of This Life stamp set, and it had some really cute little sayings on it. Some of the sayings that I used are "Life is what you make of it," and "Taking a chance." I also used "Big Dreams," and then my favorite one, "You are the dream I go to every time I close my eyes." That might be my favorite stamp ever. So for this side of the layout, I stamped that image onto the rainbow card, adhered my photo over top of it, and then I also cut out a word strip from another one of the journaling cards that says small steps every day. And then I'm going to add another little foam word strip to that says Daydream Believer. And then at the bottom of the page, I've layered a aqua or mint green label and added my date there to the bottom. So I have that side all set and ready to go. And then I'm going to move back over to the left-hand side here. And so I'm just trimming the parts of the journaling cards that I want to adhere. And for the One Fine Day card, I am going to stamp Big Dreams for the location. And then I also added my date again. And then I cut off a bit of the top of the sunshine card and adhered that down as well. Now my title kind of came about serendipitously. I love when you can arrange alphabets on your page without committing to it. And these wood grain chipboard alphas will let you do that. I just take them off with the backing and laid them down on the page. At first I thought I was going to do a horizontal title, but then once I looked at everything together, it seemed to fit better going in a vertical arrangement. So I added there's a little border strip in the die cut ephemera that remind me of gumdrops. So I layered that underneath one of the journaling cards, and then I also stamped that favorite sentiment over top of that. And now I'm going to adhere the alphabets to the page. And so my NIG lined up perfectly with that One Fine Day card. And then I adhered everything else going from that point so that it's spaced right on the page. And then I was so excited because the D and the A still overlap with the yellow sunshine card. And so I know I'm probably being a little bit weird about the alphabet alignments, but I really liked how this turned out and what a cute page this is. And it just highlights a few moments that my husband and I had together for a date night, and how much that means to me that we're able to just go out to dinner and hang out together and be together. So I'm going to also, I'm going to add just a few little foam stars to this side as well. I had a foam sticker on the right hand side, so I'm going to add a foam sticker or a couple of foam stickers to the left hand side to repeat an element. And then I'm also going to add just a bit of journaling to the sunshine tag. And the journaling reads, "My favorite evenings are all the ones I spend with you," which is kind of tongue-in-cheek because I pretty much spend every evening with him. So that means that all my evenings are my favorites. And so that finishes this layout. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Citrus Twist YouTube channel. There are a few close-ups for you, and then I will see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.